having that running back available, and Baby Bay finds the first shot. Leave here at window, and Zale looking to turn the tides, and Valen.
What?
Classic still here for G2. Jogamo taking point. Being revealed
I'm just
on the Meteor
tweaking
alone on the
in
site for now.
chat. Why?
Jogamo pushing out of the smoke. Meteor trying to find the tap.
Does he bet on Liquid?
Getting a little bit of damage, but Buzz still able to find one as Baby Bay's going to be taken down. Jogamo now gone as well. Trent forward into the smoke, finds the right click. Valen, however, dropped as Buzz finds himself another elimination, and Leaf for now kind of locked out of the doors, being watched by Munchkin. Spike is planted, so
Won't stop by
Leaf left to his own devices to swing out, looking for the finishing shot on the Buzz,
today?
but he cannot make it
Which
happen.
two teams?
T1 drawing first blood.
Well, I think already you're seeing that G2
You're
wants
still
to
typing
test
about that?
Meteor a little bit here, but Meteor puts up a smoke, able to avoid that initial pressure from Jogamo. He gets stuck behind the box. Meanwhile, the rest of the team flooding in through those mid doors just ahead of Leaf. And Buzz finds two big kills to bail out Meteor. And then it's just a cleanup job the rest of the way. It's a good start here for T1 on this defender's side. You know, this is the side of the map that G2 picked here. Attack. They would have liked to have gotten off on the stronger side of things, but we're going to go for the mid push, smoke up. They're just going to try this A site hit again.
Old McDonald had a farm at CIEIO.
Nebula falls, and Trent comes out on top. Could be a Guardian now in hand, but Meteor able to intercept onto Valen. Puts the spike down onto the floor, but he's going to be quickly overwhelmed, and oh boy. Some of the problems that were plaguing T1 be coming back, but no. 2 kills in reply, and now the finisher. T1 will be able to steady the ship, avoid giving over a thrifty win. They get the
Old McDonald had a farm at
CIEIO. This round is something that I really like about the way that G2 approaches the map. I don't know that they don't get the win, but the way that they're so creative with their smokes is really impressive. Like, they wait for that toxic screen, put it up late to give them, you know, free reign on the front of the site. They're able to isolate those fights between Meteor and Buzz and do a great job with getting those first 2 kills to give themselves a good chance. It's something you really got to key in on, especially on their defender side. Watch the way Valen positions those after smokes. He does a beautiful job of it.
Now into the bonus for T1. 2 players with Sheriffs. A little bit of firepower here. Obviously, G2 going to be coming out on top of that regard, and Stax does catch a glimpse on the Jogamo, but cannot get the drone dart through. We'll just silently drift back over towards the double doors.
Yeah, and some deep smokes here.
You're such a weirdo.
Further back off that mid hold, so that's going to open up some space that Buzz has to be clearing.
Thank you.
Make sure that they're not going to be able to break through easily.
Thank you.
Oh, there's the shots flying, the swing in, and Buzz fadeaway shot. Kelwin's into the corner. It's a good amount of damage on the Jogamo, putting him down to 20. So Sheriffs now could absolutely find the kill. Snakebite from behind, just in case Munchkin's getting corralled.
Finally, someone typed the thank you email.
Jogamo
Been waiting for it.
the brakes, so isn't advancing forward. But for now, G2 players still stuck in a lane. Going to be rerouting that spike now as Izu. Full walk down past cannons, looking to try to catch Trent off guard. Weapon's going to be drawn in, but Izu has the one tap.
Wait, are they going to win the upgrade? Why did they go off Meteor's POV?
Playing off that
they saw him walking up like he was about to kill him.
This dude can maybe try to make a go of this, but they also might just have
What's
to
going
save.
on?
25 seconds remaining. They're just going to have to tuck away, you would expect.
Yeah, at this point, it's round over. Phenomenal map awareness. Just little micro adjustments here from T1 to maintain map control. Buzz there, even though he dies, he stalls out that G2 hit, and Munchkin able to buy a little bit of space with his util with the help of a smoke from Meteor at the choke of A. Even though he gets pinged out by the drone, does a really nice job buying a little extra time.
Old McDonald had a farm at CIEIO.
T2 sets up for the lurk, something that T1 really wants to get activated, something they couldn't against Team Liquid. Let's get those lurks going, and they'll throw a lot of different looks at you. Sometimes it'll be Izu, sometimes it'll be Munchkin, sometimes it'll be Meteor, sometimes it'll be Buzz. It's all over the place with the formations and how to read this defender side for T1, at least when they're playing it well.
Microphone peripheral is still transmitting a frequency. You better write that down. Write it down.
Weapons retained. The rifles here for G2. Leaf with a stinger. Always has to be respected.
You better write that freaking down. Write it down.
No contact to be found. Attack's gonna drone it. Doesn't see a thing.
Just a quick little drop down, gets the spot out, but gets fully blinded up as well.
What?
Turn around and Jogamo able to find one. Meteor now going to be struck down. His leaf gets the weapon upgrade, but it will quickly be dropped. However, Baby Bay, with that Vandal in hand, still able to find some value. Valen eliminated by the shock dart, a 2v3 now. So there's the spot out. Izu does manage to find the one, but now finds himself in a 1v2. Try to clutch it out and
this round was
the win streak.
bad.
Otherwise, G2 will be finding themselves a much-needed round win. Set up on the decoy, hasn't sent it yet. Still does have two
this
flashes
round
to play
was
around
very
with.
bad Valorant.
Is it walking forward? The re-wrap here from Baby Bay could be Izu's undoing. Slow advance up through Hall. Izu working his way towards this opening arch, but now they have him spotted. The flash out. Baby Bay strikes from behind. Gets himself a 3K and gets G2 the first round win.
Fantastic stuff here from G2. Just a cute little setup to brute force their way through the B choke.
Baby Bay is dialed in.
Is his undoing, and there's Meteor getting tested, this time failing. Just those stingers so deadly in the hands of G2. They love to get up close and personal. So that's a big economic game changer there. And it looks like Baby Bay can use that op. Izu does
Bro,
invest
you
in
lost your
one.
mind. Thank you.
So money's going to be weak here for T1 if they can't get this round to go. A little bit in the bank for G2 behind this buy, but a couple players a little bit low in that economy. Getting close to some ults, though. Meteor one away from his Cosmic Divide. Jogamo one away from the overdrive.
Thank you.
So keep in mind.
Thank you.
Munchkin,
Nats is giving a speech on the bus right now as we speak.
There's the peak.
I was already in the airport seat, the airplane seat, still talking to them.
It's forced away by the snake bite. He'll just happily give up that space. Meanwhile, Jogamo all the way up through elbow. Well, it's just around the corner, wanted to take this peak perhaps here into mid. Eats the decay on that poison orb. Has the tailwind at the ready, but looks like he's just not going to be able to find that contact. Jogamo just stays tucked in.
This map is so bad.
They're looking for that lurk. They're looking for T1 to get antsy. So far, T1 holding on. Munchkin making the wrap. Shot rings out. Meteor dodges. This looks like a B hit all the way now. 35
this map
left.
is so
still, though, getting
bad.
closer and closer. Buzz, however, still going to be able to find two. Right up in front on the side. Jogamo down to 1 HP. Pursuing deeper. Looking for that kill. Doesn't manage to find it. Munchkin falls to 22 HP. It's going to be the player advantage for the moment for T1. But G2 had the spike planted, and Stax is now eliminated. Izu still on that rotate, working his way over towards Hall. Still has the operator in hand. Jump peek, and I believe Izu will have had that spot, but Munchkin now finished off, and once again is down to Izu to try to clutch us out. Sees the spot there onto the enemy Sova and has to go for the save. G2 back-to-back rounds. They're clawing their way right back into this map.
Looked like it might be a good moment there for T1. Able to find a numbers advantage, but with only that stinger there for Munchkin, he's not really able to do the damage that he'd like. They're able to reposition themselves to hold that Arch's angle to take Stax down.
Okay. That was
B hits working here for G2.
That should have been a T1 win, but
adjustments for T1. Buzz, good to get two there, but the rest of the team just flooding in together. Some big kills on the way in. Trent there finds that one, and a little bit of frustration there for Stax. He's been so good this event.
It's all good, Stax. Don't worry about it, bro.
He's doing well so far to start. 5-2, nothing to sneeze at. But he probably feels like he should have been a little bit more impactful there.
It's still with the operator in hand to go for a Guardian buy on Meteor. Give him a bit more firepower to try to solo anchor that B side of the map. Izu in the meanwhile.
Izu.
Double stack
deep walk down into mid, and yeah, they have a double stack, and Leaf has the headshot. What a shutdown.
G2 thought they were NRG with that.
Baby unable to find it, but will just quickly dash out with that gate crash, so Buzz unable to find the pursuit.
This is the same thing, just like different angle.
Door just being hit for now. As all of G2's forces get clustered together over towards A
is that
main.
Team Liquid?
It's all of T1.
Oh yeah, it was Team Liquid.
At least gathered to try to stop the pressure at mid. Jogamo's just keeping them trained on this.
Yeah, and they just threw a smoke in there to make sure that T1 doesn't go exploring any other parts of the map. So that's a really nice little piece of util there from Valen to give them a little bit extra space.
T1 working their way in, and Jogamo, not sure if he caught a glimpse or what. It's just a timing either way. Finds Munchkin. Buzz slotting forward. Hasn't been spotted quite just yet. And now needs to do everything, and the knives are whipping. Jogamo will find the final. That's a flawless as G2 tie it up at 3-3.
Yeah, they're starting to get a feel
Sylvan
here.
hits that.
Working the map a little bit. Getting the hard read initially on where Izu was going to want to drift with that operator. Nice little ping reveal. Good setup from Trent.
Or wait, who was the guy that got flamed? It was Sylvan, right?
A timeout popped here by T1. After a great start converting your bonus and then you lose 3 in a row. It's a tough pill to swallow. I'm going to try to take some time to think about this with KDG.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been able to find a damn thing since that bonus conversion, and that's with Valorant not even having any kills himself. He's 0-4-1 at the moment. And take a look here. Coinbase win condition. T1, they're trying to pull one out from this timeout.
T1
is not only
I'm not liking it, what I'm looking.
But G2 are about to have
I'm not liking what I'm like seeing
He's
from
not
them.
yet there for that dimensional drift. Babybay has his
It's
on
not
line.
looking
They have
like
the Hunter's
great.
Fury. They can go for the Wombo combo, and then Leaf is one charge, one plant away from having
Like,
that
write that down.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to consider here for T1. So are you going to want to get aggressive in this round? This is something that I think G2's been kind of anticipating. A lot of their early round defaulting, to me, reads that they're anticipating push-outs. They're anticipating pressure from T1, and they're trying to make sure that they're in places that they can counter it. I mean, we saw it with Jogamo when he pushed all the way
it's like
up
a
at the top
soccer
of
song.
elbow. We saw it there in that last round where they're ready for Izu's swing by Pillar. So a lot of things already being accounted for here that are going to be in the back of your minds as T1 trying to make adjustments into this round to thwart what you're talking about. Those ult combos, that ability to just get a freebie, get a kill, get a spike plant, and make it a 5v4 retake potentially. Things like that. Tricky to deal with. Stax does have his ult to respond potentially to a Hunter's Fury as well, so that's something that G2 does have to be cognizant of. Babybay pushed pretty far up here. Looking for Meteor to try to push that angle around the edge.
Does so. A tiny bit of damage going to be found. Buzz now with the tailwind pop. Might want to go swinging into this one. See if Babybay can have him outdone. There's a swing and now Buzz.
Jeez.
Johnny on the spot. Fast
Like
with the
me
flick.
out there.
Finds an opener for T1. Meanwhile, Izu again going to try to push down. Get onto an angle to utilize this operator. They're going to try to drone him off this one. And he does barely manage to make it out. Leap just there, swinging the other side with that operator.
Why is Meteor
to claim him?
He almost just...
Where does G2
Meteor
go
lock
here?
in, bro.
Could just be the pull back over towards the double doors. Trying to work their way through stacks.
Not you, bro. You're
Find one
bronze.
here. That'd be
It's okay,
huge.
though.
He's got Buzz. Starting to go for a lurk.
Quick reposition. Tucks back over towards orange.
Giving up.
That's not the one player that he heard. Now Valen up into nest.
Valen thought he was nuts.
Reading this and watching for it. Can he win the fight? The answer's going to be yes. Takes down the opposing IGL. Now it's a two-player advantage over to T1 as the spike gets ready to be planted. Trent having it in hand, but still needing to clear out the remainder of this site. Meanwhile, Jogamo peels back a kill into their favor. Immediately invests the overdrive. Time dwindling. Buzz not checking to the right. Leaf is just right there with him. He finds him with a no-scope. Just never spotted him out. Trent just
should we
tags
clear
up once,
corners
taken down.
in
Now
a
the pin's gonna be
4v3?
invested from Leaf. This G2, we're in such a rough position. But they are fighting their way back into this round. Now with the advantage.
Wait, guys, there's still 3 people
has
alive.
to lead the charge. Is it still an operator in hand for Izu? The players are low, but the time is widely gone, and Jogamo is still looking for a backstab angle as well. The ping's coming down. Stax able to find one.
That was close.
Sends out the recon, but Leaf is tucked into the corner. So cheeky. And now the op is gone. Stax is eliminated, and G2 are in the lead.
Why did Munchkin just play that as if like
incredible work from Jogamo on this
there's
round.
only
The
one
way
player
that he's
alive and
able
they know for
to
sure he's
find a little
backside?
bit of extra space, clearing out Meteor. As
Like
he's
there's
trying to
3
come
people
down
alive.
ramp.
You only know where
Huge
one
kill
person
there
is, a Viper
to
roll.
break open that site a little bit and make Buzz a little bit confused because Buzz then tunnels on where did Jogamo go. He popped his ult. I've got to deal with him, and he completely disregards that right-hand corner. Just beautiful stuff from Jog. That is a phenomenal round, and it's something that gave T1 fits on this map was dealing with that Neon. It was a very different look from Miniboo and Team Liquid, but here you're seeing
I'm not liking the look
similar
from T1
issues
right now.
that are cropping up.
Izu able to find one.
It's not like
just escorting the rest of this squad forward into the A site.
This might be like a 2-0 quick for G2.
We'll set that fast lane and back
type of
away
like
the reveal comes
look
through.
from T1 right now.
Plays elusively enough. This Cosmic Divide as well going to be layered in. G2 not wanting these rounds to go over to T1 under any circumstances. Pop flash in, full blind, but I don't think they spotted Jogamo.
It's like a T1 like looking at their phone smiling after the series. Opening Coinbase.
Another flash going to be coming in. This time Baby Bay, however, has the covering fire. Izu's gone, Meteor dead, and it is just Stacks and Munchkin to try to make something happen, but Munchkin just has a Bucky, and Valen should have him absolutely screwed, but no, Munchkin does get with a classic. Gets another as Trent falls. And now suddenly, Munchkin versus Baby Bay. An old school matchup. Days long since passed, but the time is just not going to be there, so Munchkin, he will not be able to find this round win. The kill as well will elude him. Everyone will die, but G2 continue on this 5-round win streak.
Yeah, 5 in a row, and I mean, T1 this time trying to play a little bit slow behind this wall and trying to flood out, push out together, but the initial hit thwarted by the two duelists of G2. Baby Bay and Jogamo combining. I don't know what in the world got into Munchkin with his classic this round. Those were filthy shots. It just ran out of time there.
Well, a lot invested into that one for G2. Now back into a buy for T1. They look to try to turn this pace around. Baby Bay just storming up into mid, pushes out of the nebula, does get taken down. Buzz going to be tagged up, trying to make his exit. Tailwinds over to the side, but Stack's going to be caught at the same time by Jogamo. So, in the end, 1-for-1. Push up deep into Nest for Jaw.
Yeah, he knows with Stack's dead that this might be clear, and they might be trying to re-clear it so he can get ahead of it.
Izu considering it. Scoped in on the bridge, working his way closer and closer towards that sand side. Hunter's Fury at the same time going to be called in from Trent off screen, looking to try to flush out and open up this B side.
Oh,
it's going to be League who finds Buzz to do just that.
What was that?
Rewrap, however, down from Meteor. Through the elbow, looking to try to intercept. He will be good for one. Munchkin, however, eliminated on the site.
What just happened?
On the floor for the moment. Lob it on that poison orb. The shots will get baited out. Now Leaf can recover it. Looking for that transfer, but doesn't quite manage to make it happen. Izu now once again. Feels like the third time having to be the one to try to clutch this.
Old McDonald out of pharmacy.
He's going to be going for it. The dimensional drift in play, can swap out the weaponry. Grabs himself a Phantom, has the spot.
Are you writing that down?
Looks back into main, sees Trent, cuts around the corner, and Trent cuts him down. T1 grasping at straws. The G2 continue to stand tall. 6 in a row now.
Yeah, now it's just looking like winning some of those individual battles right there. Stacks goes on a walk through the smoke, and they're just ready for him. And that, again, opens up so much space. It makes it so much harder for Izu to get over here with the op to help try to shut down this execute. All these little things that G2 is doing on the map to disrupt T1's formations, their defaults. It's going so well. And he even invested the Cosmic Divide there. So painful.
Jogamo just sprinted it up, and okay, Izu, a very nice shot from him, and now a second. Grabs a weapon upgrade, Balance going to be pinged down, revealed. Izu finds himself a third. Meteor looked forward inside of A. Will be able to catch Leap, and somehow, someway, this is the round that T1 will break the win streak with. It'll be a Thrifty, a MasterCard Thrifty at that. Because they can upgrade their weapons, and finally, they
what is
find
that MasterCard Thrifty like sound?
Sure, why not? Why not, Izu? Just go crazy and yeah.
Pick up the bandit and
it's
click heads, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean he's been that guy sometimes. You know, this season he's been really impactful when they've needed someone to kind of step up, find those big multi-kill rounds for T1. He's been their guy more often than not. So still a couple ults here. Jog's gonna have his. He's got Munchkin and Meteor sitting on theirs, and it's just gonna be an early pit at B. Flown through just to see if they can get a reaction out of Munchkin. That's just gonna let him take elbow space. Buzz though with this op, this is so dangerous.
Looking to swing that corner. Tailwind at the ready. Baby Bay on the other side, and Buzz has him outdone once again. Clean early pick. Giacomo, however, still alive, still deadly, has a stinger as well as the overdrive in the back pocket.
Stack's gonna try to drone for Izu.
Should have spotted more as well as that wall did fall.
Thank you.
Reveal onto
Thank
one.
you. Thank you.
Now G2. In this forward pressure, they've given up so much space. They feel like they have to play in towards this B side of the map, it would seem.
Yeah, good awareness there from T1, recognizing that Trent could have hung around behind Pillar. They pinged that out, but now they're going to try to put a pinch on Buzz to try to hold the line.
Izu now potentially at risk, though. They get past Buzz, but he is going to be good for the opening kill. And now Izu strikes in from behind, gets that flank shot. Looks for the follow-up, and Valen will be able to take him down. 2v4, however. Trying to scale their way up through the hall, and Buzz just gives the shot to Leaf. Continues to be good for those, as they overall Munchkin as well. And suddenly, it's a 2v2. The player's still a world away. Gravwell, a misread. Leaf hearing the footsteps. Meteor dropped Leaf. A 3K for him. And Stax has to do it all. It seems like they have his position very well read. Leaf immediately rescaling, ready to get onto the flank.
He knows it. He's aware.
Gives it that consideration, spots it, kills it, now into the 1v1. The IGL of old versus the IGL of the current day for G2. He's trying to bait out the util, but swings into the open, just no clue where Valen was at. Plays an off angle where the spike is not planted for him and catches Stax by surprise.
This is a great round for Leaf. Finding huge impact here after it looked like the round was going to be done, but Buzz had to back off from helping. I don't know why. In that mid area, kind of left Izu on an island. I felt like they were going to just try to maintain that hold on mid, try to maintain that map control, but he backs off. Not sure what the read was there. And that gives G2 the space to capitalize and find 2 huge kills and some whiffs there from T1 as well. Giving G2 that opportunity. Some Nova pulses there to just slow each other down. But this is like a pacey hit.
Oh, they're trying to make it go. But Meteor, some wild spray forward, finds himself another. His Valen's going to be dropped as well. I think he just headshot him through the clone. A baby bay and Meteor. Starts coming alive. Leaf's still standing, but he's down to 12 HP, and Buzz invested the knives into the round and will be able to put them to use.
Set in that department a couple times in that first half. So Buzz dashes onto the site. Got a couple players pretty close here for G2. So this is
but disconnected.
Yeah, this could be a fight.
Shots just whizzing past Leaf, unable to find him through these smokes. Frantically fishing, and Leaf, one shot in reply, and he managed to send it right between Buzz's eyes. What a hit from him. Izu now caught.
Leaf one-tapped him from
stunned up dead. Munchkin gonna be able to find the one. Stax gets another. Valen gone. Meteor immediately flushed out. His baby swings the corner and dispatches him with relative ease. Already the fuse held to half, and Stax, he's been clean with the sheriffs, but he cannot make it happen this time. He doesn't have the numbers, the firepower, the time. G2 take the pistol, and they get themselves up by 3.
Huge stuff here. I mean, G2 is so patient behind these smokes and, you know, just waiting. Kind of had a feeling there, did Leaf, where those shots were coming from on top of that short box in the corner. And just nails him. And Baby Bay so fast. Letting them know. Letting them know they're a little shaky right now.
T1.
Phenomenal stuff from him to swing that corner and instantly get that second. Crazy good stuff.
It is just the one bandit, everybody else with classics. Granted, Munchkin showed that he could be deadly with them. The rest of the team very much the same. As Meteor lingering, will have heard that rotation coming through, but some early damage suffered. Looks like T1 just going to look to back away. Suspecting that they have drawn a good amount of attention towards this A site. Now we'll begin to rotate in towards B, but Meteor still on an island. Spot out there, and Prius will be able to see Giacomo at range, taking down Buzz as Leaf will be traded out. Push onto the corner. Munchkin eventually able to find the kill. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to collect that weapon. No, Valen will find him from Nest. Spike going to be planted in the meanwhile. 2v3, already some decent damage dealt here by T1. feels unlikely to be able to get that thrift
maybe
conversion.
Better than Aspas and Tens, obviously.
Stax pulling back.
Not even like
around
a question.
The corner over towards cannons. Trent, does he read it? Well, no, but they're not going to be able to find the shots to connect. It's a bit of damage on the both, and Izu now with his work cut out for him. 46 HP in a dream, takes Baby Bay low, takes him down, looks for the follow-up, finds it. There's Valen. It already got it up to half. Can pull off the spike defuse.
I don't know why Izu jumped in there. I feel like his only win con is not doing
ended
that.
up being very costly.
Yeah, I mean, normally you'd probably feel good about that as T1, but the way this map has been going,
that sounds like it's
yourselves a little bit that you couldn't get this round to go.
Hindsight, but it's
in particular, probably like, oh, I should have at least got one there. You know, I got the dink, but I couldn't get anything else. What it's worth, the classics are sharp for T1, but G2's been on top of their game when it comes to the rifle rounds in particular, and it will be a rifle round.
Does T1 win this round?
Gonna carry over that outlaw scooped up for him.
Find out next.
Otherwise, it's a pretty sparse buy. A couple sheriffs, Bucky in there, Stinger for Valen. So a little bit of a mid-exploration early for T1. Smokes in response. Toxic Screen going to be cutting off a lot of that mid-presence that T1 really wants to establish. So they're going to take their time here. Don't have any A main control. Don't have much B main control. So this is going to be a little bit tricky here for T1 once they start making their move. You're giving G2 the opportunity to put some of these close-range weapons into impactful positions potentially. So see how ready they are for it.
Right here.
They're going to pop that smoke in mid through the doors. No response from G2 on that.
Breeze is so bad,
They're going to
bro.
go on a walkabout.
Check around the pillar, but
just like walking simulator.
Direction. Thrown out, leading into the A site. It's going to be Valen. Tucked it back sight with the Stinger in hand. Baby Bay starting to scale forward, though. Gets himself to the opposite side of the wall. As that smoke falls, has the spot out, but Stacks had the full armor, survives with 10 HP, eventually finds the headshot. Valen out, forced out into the open, looking for a little bit more follow-up, but Izu will be able to strike him down. Spike now planted. One charge away is so much damage. Traded out between Munchkin and Jogamo. Both lucky to be alive. This gives a bit more wiggle room potentially to G2, but as I say that, Trent will fall. Leap is taken down. Now it is just Jaw. 6 health. Ooh, finds a great headshot. And he can certainly still make this costly. Everybody is within one tap range. Looks like it might just be the save. Grabs up that Vandal. Tucks back away. Izu wanting to try to get the dimensional drift online for the next round. One way or another will go in pursuit of him. Swinging around the back, and Jogamo seemingly not having the read. Got his back to the box. But Izu seems like he's got it sussed out. He sees the gun barrel, and there is the kill.
He's got it sussed out.
The 9-6, still 3-round lead here for G2. Cannot find that bonus conversion.
Yeah, but the good news here for T1 is you're going to have that dimensional drift available. Allen does have his ult as well for retake, but Stacks wins a big fight there even after getting hit by one of those outlaw shots. Had he not won that, I think that's a very different looking round because the spike would have dropped there, and there could have been a quicker reaction from G2 potentially, but he's laughing, he's smiling, and a timeout already for G2.
I mean, it's a healthy lead, but I think one of the big things they're going to be talking about is what you just highlighted.
Wait, so once you make it a playoff, it's like
for Izu, and
2
Stacks
elimination?
is 1 charge away from having the Hunter's Fury. So this might be Josh wanting to get involved, call that we need to challenge.
Bro, have you seen Jay's first pick up his back? You think he got like that rip within a year? He got a pin?
T1 cannot continue trending upward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like on steroids, you're saying?
Hey.
They're probably going to want to get ahead of the curve here.
Thank you.
RG2, I think you're absolutely right. You know, try to deny them an orb or something like that. Try to, you know, not really let that dimensional drift necessarily get a ton of value initially. Because if you could pick the right side, if you could kind of gamble, okay, I think they're going to go A for that orb, and then we can get ahead of that. We can throw some stuff at them.
Thank you. Thank you.
It feels like the extremity control is going to be the Coinbase win condition for both of these teams.
Yes.
Well, that the timeout does expire. Get back into this one and see if they do go for that challenge, or if they just allow for T1 to grab it and see if they just end up wasting it. You see some fairly disconnected positions here.
Yeah, it's a default. G2 just talking about how they want to shore up the defenses a little bit. Maybe Jogamo goes for a contest of A main now. Seems like that is the call. Meanwhile, T1 wants to continue to try to pressure mid. Dog just checking for a reaction, and look at how quick they are. They've got such a good sense here, and T1 actually backing off. There wasn't that fast hit that they were also thinking about. So both teams kind of having similar ideas, actually, on how they thought the other was going to approach the round.
It's like the opposite rage bait for me. It's like joy bait.
Hold for Izu. He's often tasked with being that guy behind the pillar, but he's going to TP out, join the rest of the forces.
Being accused of being not natural is like...
Try to set up for this A hit.
It's like a pretty good compliment, bro, I feel like.
Ultimate. Try to clear some space, get into post plans.
Like, especially if you're natural.
Dimensional drift in or being taken. Stacks now with that Hunter's Fury online, but so far not spotting out anything, but hearing Jogamo.
Wait, why did I get so loud?
Shots. They do force him to reroute, but already 4 players from G2 in position to try to flood retake the site. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Stacks searching, but ends up going wide. Meanwhile, Jogamo able to find a kill as Izu will fall. Overdrive going to be popped. Meteor, however, able to find 2, but now will be taken down, and just like that, G2 smashed the attack from T1.
Yeah, because you're not able to get that mid control as T1, G2 is able to get these retakes to go so quickly to be set up for them. You don't get any value out of Stacks' ult here. Big win for Jogamo. Oh, out in the open too. Meteor finds a couple, but then he's caught trying to jump around the pillar, and
let's go!
That's huge. These flood retakes, so oppressive, especially with the Neon in the mix. Get that stun. Get Buzz having to try to panic, throw down smokes to try to save himself. T1 still cannot find answers for this comp.
Judge in hand, but it's going to be Baby Pay profiting from the kills. Buzz able to find one before he take him down. Just the clone sent through. And immediately, all 3 players at T1 needing to get clustered together if they want to have any hope of converting this round. Judge can be collected if they get into a post plant. Could potentially be a thorn on their side.
Yeah, I mean, you might want to just throw the Cosmic Divide here to try to get this plant. Meteor does some damage to Leaf. They're going to use that Snake Bite to buy a little bit extra time. I'd really like to see the Cosmic Divide here. I think you've got to just throw caution to the wind. You're 4 rounds down.
Baby Bay in the GOAT conversation, yep.
Fearlessly playing forward here on the corner. Couple shots out as the spot comes
Not
through.
even like a debate. It's like top 1. With it.
Stacks taken down. As again, the spike needing to be collected, and now their numbers dwindling as well as their HP bars. The spam on a Meteor puts him to 17.
1 enemy remaining. 30 seconds.
Not just
left.
Munchkin, a Sheriff and a Judge sprinting all the way across to the opposite side of the map. This would be miraculous.
Thank you.
We'll have the time to get there to get the
Are there matches tomorrow or no, chat?
He's got to check angles.
He's slowing it down, and this is allowed for Valen to get the read, work his way over towards those double doors. Trent not too far behind as well. A second to spare.
2 days.
Spike will be planted. Look at that, just try to concuss him in position, drag him into the open, and it works a treat. Valen so on top of it. G2
just
well
absolutely
on top now. 5
slapped.
rounds the lead. Just 2 more to go.
Yeah, they're just in cruise control now. Doing so many little things right. It's a great double setup. Oh, Baby Bay. Filthy. Yeah, these tight angles again causing T1 issues.
This is the most like players I ever seen on 1920.
Those close quarter
usually every replay is like
T1 just not really ready for it.
Hardcore stretch res.
Punish them multiple times on this map, and it's going to be the final timeout for T1. They need to figure something out fast because they're 5 rounds down. They're into another bye, but it just feels so
looks like he watches Mark.
I mean, everything that they've tried throwing at him basically just hasn't stuck. Nothing has been working out for T1.
Come on, bro.
Ult's invested, doesn't matter. G2 have been able to brush him aside. Now, Cosmic Divides on both sides, but that Dimensional Drift for Baby Bay can safely go right through it.
Right.
Scout out what's on the opposite side. Relay that over to the team. Leaf nearly there with the Viper's Pit as well.
Exactly. And I mean, you know, we've already seen G2 happy to play Flood retake here on this defender's side, and it's
much protein I had today.
Now you've got some of the best tools available for that in those ultimates. So much to consider here for T1. It just feels like if they can't establish that mid control, they can't get these rounds to go. They can't find that ability to prevent G2 from getting quick to the punch after the spike is planted. Just dissecting T1 before they're comfortable, before they're able to settle in.
Not bad.
So either got to win some big fights early, but G2 hasn't been really giving them the opportunities for that. They don't fight at the extremities. They're happy to just contest mid a little bit and then peel back, give T1 a little bit of space. If they're going to go A, if they're going to go B, then they're going to fight you up close and personal and do a pretty good job of it.
O'Reilly.
What does the set call look like for T1? Thrown over the top, spot onto both duelists, a slide forward, and Jogamo able to collect one. Baby gets another. They immediately demolish T1. They're just seemingly not ready for a trap play despite spotting both of these players.
Yeah.
The reaction just isn't there.
Minecraft Villages is 6.
Zone back.
You are divided.
No other real recourse for this one, T1. Cannot try to play around the other side of the map. They just have to continue to push this one, but now the dimensional drift is in play.
Like T1 is
spotting all three. Call coming through, and G2 get their forces clustered together. A safe and quiet exit on the opposite side of the wall.
T1 needs a vape break, then it's 1-1.
The clone goes in. Buzz,
no, the crazy thing is, like, in Overwatch League is, like,
but Trent,
literally every Korean, after every map, had to go outside to smoke cigarettes.
This must win round.
Like, in between every Overwatch map,
on Munchkin's shoulders.
They would go and smoke a cigarette outside.
They're gonna ring around the rosy here at the pyramid. Spots the gun barrel of one. The tap of the defuse. Trent to watch, to protect, and to guard. A 3K for the Silver. The defuse is in, and G2 get up to map point.
They're just better in every aspect of the game right now. They're winning their 1v1s. They're winning some of these fights that they necessarily shouldn't be favored in. But T1 just not reacting properly. They don't look as sharp. They don't look as fast. And in this meta, you gotta be fast, you gotta be sharp. And right now, G2 is all of those things. Jogamo, 18 kills, Leaf 16.
What if G2 got Oxy instead of Baby Bay?
It is just clinical from G2
that might be crazy. That might be crazy.
The knives now popped. Just a stinger behind this for Buzz. Everybody else solid enough weaponry. Their own Cosmic Divide available. Jogamo, quick peek. This time, trying to use maybe that drone as a bit of a trap with Meteor nearby enough. But Hunter Sherry going to be opened up the drop down the dash over the side. Buzz somehow still going to be alive and piling out of the doors is Izu, and he is dropped. 8 HP. The swing in the corner. Buzz able to find one. Looking for a little bit more, but Baby Bay, quick peek, has to backpedal. Valen gets the spot out, gets the kill. Baby Bay swings around in front of Pyramids. Meteor down the pit. Blooming as Munchkin, in desperation, throws everything that he can at this round. Just he and Stacks. Brain trust for the team. They're trying to somehow bail themselves out of this situation, but now Stacks has been found. Munchkin all alone hits the transfer for 2, but can find nothing more. 13 to 6.
Bad.
On that ISO.
Cam getting the spot out onto Baby Bay there at Sewers. Leaf at the same time. Lurks in behind bricks. Will be spotted and taken down. Meteor able to find the kill. Pops the shield immediately. So double tap now in play. Prowler takes a munch. Gets that blind through. Now we'll look to try to push forward, still to utilize the shield, but it's going to be broken on the entry. Trent able to find one. Baby Bay finding a piece as well as Meteor still fighting back, but now will fall as it's Izu. Left at 1v1 and needs some damage.
I just took 30 damage for no reason.
He's going to go ahead and pump the brakes, cut the noise. Now sprint his way across. Knew that Jogamo was going to be nearby, given the Molly investment.
Ooh.
Should just be out of that audio range, but now they're getting closer and closer. Set up on the tripwire there in the window. It feels like Izu absolutely needs the headshot. 40 HP, a frenzy on the other side. Jaw swings in, and that is going to be Jogamo taking him down. Another pistol into the hands of G2.
Just again, an angle that T1 doesn't account for. It just feels like their team fighting is not in sync here today. Nobody's clearing the left side of the boxes on site. So that opens up Trent and Baby Bay to go absolutely crazy here. Yeah, Meteor gonna get a couple big kills, and Izu again just trying to cut a little bit of time by going through that grass area, but that alerts Giacomo to his presence, allows him to get there quickly, and before Izu is even ready for it. And that's a great start for G2 once again.
How long did it take from
Giacomo,
like defuse?
His heroics, his big stage.
How have we not started the second round?
Is on display once again here in Santiago.
Looks like they're going to be investing into this one. A Stinger and a half armor into the hands of Meteor. Just that, and then a bandit for Izu. It's not going for a full half buy. I think you're still going to have a decent amount of struggles.
You want
to make that Stinger work against this G2 squad. That firepower across the board.
I wonder who Fury is going to play first.
For Leaf to scale all the way forward with that.
I wonder how Fury is going to do this tourney. I'm actually like very curious.
Way through, up into window. Swinging here on the check, and Baby Bay maybe seeing gun barrel a pixel out of place. Is very suspicious about this.
For sure, you know you give up this space with this comp sometimes.
They're just going to be sat here, hoping and
they get to pick who they play.
Into this to hand them a weapon, but Baby Bay.
What?
Not
is that anyone?
Likely to happen.
They could pick anyone.
Should be a flash out of here, you would think, from Buzz.
Has it, they spot him, they take him down low, and he can't get the weapon out fast enough. Valen, however, still close by. Not going to be caught by that one, but Buzz with that Bulldog's able to find a kill. Izu finding Trent at the same time. Giacomo drops off back plat. Molly going to be later.
I'm sure they're just going to pick like a Chinese team or something, no?
And suddenly, it is just Leaf with the Marshal remaining. One shot would kill them all. Just gets the spot on the one. Turns over, but somehow whips the shot onto Izu. And T1 showing some early signs of life.
Oh, Chinese all got eliminated?
Yeah, and for sure, I think it makes a little bit of sense here as T1 to invest a little bit more, but I like the idea, trying to put pressure on one of the potential weak spots of this composition. Because you have a chamber, because you don't have a Killjoy, you're going to be opening up the map a little bit more in some aspect, and often it's sewers. You're going to have to put a body in that area, and it's a great idea there. Just flash around the corner, explode through.
Wait, they got eco'd?
They're lucky to be able
to
to
2-1. Oh, they got eco'd.
With that tight hold at Alley.
Well, it's the same exact buy now in the hands of G2, so let's see if they can work some magic here. Bandit in the hands of Giacomo. Stinger for Leaf. One away from having that run it back available, and Baby Bay finds the first shot. Leaf here at window and mid. Guns down 2. Is they looking to turn the tides? And Valen bests Meteor.
What?
Plants his feet. It's a MasterCard thrifty. As we're just going blow for blow, with G2 maintain a lead.
And look at G2 getting proactive, knowing that there's going to be gaps in the back of T1, and this might be just the backbreaker. That might be the one that kind of slows down T1's momentum, any mental recovery that they had after Breeze. And it's a classic versus an ISO who's got the double tap popped.
Insane that he's able to win that out. Now into the closest thing we've had to a rifle round so far, but Izu does just have a Sheriff. Shock dart will be avoided. Camera set up outside of mid just to try to watch for any aggressive plays, but Leaf will get the clear.
You can see that they want to.
Is there any other Korean team in this tourney?
Excuse me, the garage.
Like in the upper, or no?
Available there, but you know, G2's committing extra bodies to the problem this time. That could bait T1 into making a mistake by going through there, but instead it's a slow push up. Trip is going to be here.
Shit.
Decoy out into the jump peak.
Who's on that?
Getting the spot there.
Who's a good player on that?
The attack onto the B site. It's underway. Stacks to have the plant. Meteor pushing out aggressively towards the A-lane side. Flower, however, will confirm his presence as curveballs go flying, but Giacomo still needing to wait for the rest of the team to try to get into position, but Buzz is going to be taken down first and foremost there at backside. Leaf gets the angle, gets that kill. The double face, a lot of damage going to be suffered, but Munchkin eventually able to find the kill. Giacomo going to be taken down, Baby dead as well.
No, okay, finally. They stopped the eco curse.
Flushed him out off the site.
Did they?
The ping reveal onto one. The taps just trying to bait these shots forward. And Izu running out of bullets.
Wait.
We'll be able to find those kills. And
can anyone like just win 2 rounds in a row?
Back and forth, now 2-2.
Okay. T1 able to stabilize a little bit, making a good read here. They could find some space on the B to get the plant, and Munchkin was quick to react after that curveball plus the blaze wall from Jogamo. He swung back over to make sure that him and Izu are going to be able to plug up that gap, so they still have that post.
G2 should be like dirt poor, no? After that?
They needed that. You don't have any mollies
like classics.
there with just
no?
Munchkin and Izu, so
I think it's still half by with good shit.
Other than stacks, the shock darts. So if you're going to go for B, come down to those crossfires, and they're able to get it to go. Trip here to watch if there's a lurk from Baby Bay.
Where have you been?
Try to get into the opponent's spawn. This round so far, being patient. Once again, T1 considering B against this weaker G2 buy. His goes in. Meteor had his ult in death. Challenges Baby Bay, got him.
Yeah, breaks it at the same time. Jogano gonna be snapped back. Running back, not finding much of anything there, but Leap pushing forward is able to find Meteor as he returns to this realm. It's a player advantage, as well as the firepower for T1. So it looks like they do want to eventually try to attack into this B site, but Jogamo, deadly with that Guardian. Does get worked a little bit lower.
Guys, still peeking?
Yo,
Jojimo, you can stay back site, bro, and just play the 3v3.
Trying to see if anyone peeks.
You're 1 HP.
3 players from T1 clustered together, deathball style, looking to attack into this C site.
Yeah, your spacing is going to have to be good here if Valen tries to challenge on the plant.
They found my wire.
Already used a lot of his util though. Saw the grab wall come out earlier, so smoke goes down. Let's see if Valen wants to make anything of this. He's getting pretty close pretty fast. He's going to wait for a little bit of help. And Trent going to make a go of it.
Probably through to garage. Read that position, and Izu, as that smoke does fall. Snappy with a shot. Is it
actually the nicotine buff? The Koreans actually went backstage and took like a hit. Smoked a cigarette. A Marlboro Red. Alright, that's a cigarette, right?
Onto this flank, and Trent gets a read of it. Absolutely gorgeous. Finds him as he jumps up into the windowsill. Now Munchkin to try to see if they can at long last get some consecutive round wins, but Trent just has no idea where he's at. 5 bullets remaining in the Sheriff. Taps for the fuse to swing out, and Munchkin will be able to get T1 over the line.
I'm a little
don't shock when BB was on it.
on that post-plan ideology from T1 in terms of...
So are T1.
Yes, but it's Izu here. He makes noise right in front of Trent. They know he's there, like you said. They throw the Prowler out, and he makes noise when he jumps across. So, and then they all fan out. They give him the 1v1s, and Trent reads it so well. There just wasn't enough time. I think that's one of those that you need to go back into the
RRQ Jemkin said that T1 can vape in the bathrooms without any penalty, but any other team would get penalized.
Look like Buzz.
What does that even mean?
Dimensional drift online. So just set up the wall. Allows him to safely grab.
How would they figure out if you're vaping in the bathroom?
Sprinting forward, checking.
They have like someone coming following you into the bathroom.
Leaf works his way over to Lumber. He'll be blinded up there in the corner of the recon, gonna go flying. Munchkin stacks, able to find one apiece, and Valen cannot escape. Let's continue down the Nightfall, still gonna be invested now at 2v4. And everybody, every flank ends up getting noted by T1.
Now that's a beautiful round from T1. That is a great execute. Paranoia's gonna connect. That sets up for that recon dart as well to hit back sight and push G2 into awkward positions. This is really well set up here.
They get fined if they get caught without a hall pass.
There you go.
Oh, this shit was kindergarten. You guys are adults, bro. No one gives a shit if you're fucking vaping or not.
Back to this composition when they used to play it, they're quite a bit better generally on the attacker side, so they gotta do damage here with this composition.
Correct. Still do have that Hunter's Fury. Munchkin's ult as well. Trademark there in the corner. 2 players strafing into the B site. The blind coming in. Baby Bay has to exit, and Leaf is going to be left to his own
T1's
device.
actually dialed now. She was the nicotine.
Meteor as well.
Hello?
They hotbox the bathroom. Low key.
The kills ran out of bullets in that stinger. And Izu
It smells like straight raspberries, blueberry jam in there.
Just trying to reroute.
Spike planted.
Saw the TP, but Izu has him in his sights. A bit of a win streak.
Guys got way too dialed on that.
To get up to 5.
And this is what this composition is designed to do, is to brawl. Because you have that ISO in there, because you have that...
They're already like itching to go back.
To allow you to just take fights, because you should be able to get the trades better in your favor generally with that double tap pop. So that's why T1 wants to get in there. They want to brawl. Even though Jogamo hits another nice shot, starting to befuddle G2 a little bit. The pace here might bring the timeout through, and indeed it does.
I wonder why Korean specifically is like very like nicotine addicted. Although like everyone. Not everyone is, but
play a little bit safer. But it's tough. It's tough against this composition because there are a lot of layers even in the post plant.
And we can see zooming in here on the Coinbase win condition. Baby Bay, like we're just gonna be saving up the money here. Does have the tour de force online. Needs to find some impact with that. But if Meteor's gonna be that first one swinging at you, that's where it gets so damn difficult. That double tap shield could absolutely be
where have you been?
Pretty decent counter to a chamber in some ways, so just gonna have to see if that ends up being an issue or not. You know, a lot of that C-site space is going to be open.
'Cause I never seen you around.
This round, they're going to try to change it up. They're going to go for something a little bit different, something they haven't been showing since about the pistol. So, Baby Bay.
Thoughts on being sober for life and never touching a vape or cigarette?
Maybe we can catch him stepping out a little bit.
Is that sober? Or is that not sober? You guys are like high as hell on like cigarettes or something?
T1's going to try to fan out 4-1 through, using that cam to clear sewers to try to tee Izu up. That's where G2 is going to double stack.
You guys just got hella high off cigs.
He's locked in, spot on the 1, and Izu without due lead. Just not ready for that.
Bro takes Tylenol one time and probably feels high.
Baby Bay tagged up on the exit. Jogamo noted on the flank. Meteor will fall, but that's the one casualty that they've been able to find. Munchkin sliding his way up into heaven, trying to get the pre-fire, but Baby Bay will be able to come away with the kill. They still need so much more.
Recovering it.
Let's try to play this one out. But a lot going to be resting on the shoulders of Baby Bay. And it's going to be Izu from behind Buzz to go ahead and clean it up. Gets the 4 pieces.
That just got a little kick.
Another massive round. 15-3 and 2.
That was NyQuil when you're in middle school.
Looking electric for T1.
Yeah, it's just so tough here for Trent. He gets spotted by the drone. And then they're going to flash him. You're going to pop the double tap and you're going to challenge him. Just beautiful stuff there as well. Getting the ping from
Izu is 15-3, is he?
Huge.
What character is he on?
These executes look so good. And Izu following up off of this has been brilliant. He's got 15
that guy was on to something about the Nick.
We're 8 rounds in.
And it's going to be another timeout call.
Wow.
So clearly whatever was discussed, well, in one ear, out the other for the players on stage. At least that's how Josh is going to be feeling. To commit both here on this starting half where T1, yeah, this is where they're expected to get their work done.
What is Leaf's maintenance cap?
To bite them.
Yeah, I kind of get it in a way. I mean, if
Put
you
that
can
down.
Put T1 onto just 7 and you get 5, I think you're feeling pretty good about your chances on the other side of the coin. So stopping
Baby,
another one
write
here,
that down,
down. You know, they've been really good at making adjustments throughout their entire history of being a team. So I don't mind this at all from Josh. If he really wants to talk about, you know, hey, we've got some big ults going. We've got some ability to maybe play for a little bit of retake here. We've got the Phoenix ult. We've got the Yoru ult. We've got the Cosmic Divide. Got a lot of tools.
Do you think being healthier makes you better at games? Like, what if Leaf loses weight and becomes the best in the world?
Post-plant setups.
No,
Just be a
I
timing
don't.
thing, maybe we'll see. But it's also been tough for G2 because they've been having a tough time getting Jogamo, getting these ults, getting him kind of cycled in to find value out of the run it back.
3 to try to work with here. It will just be a ride of the wall, pushing forward, clearing Cubby. Advancing closer towards C site. Leaf here alongside Valen. Baby Bay as well going to be rotating in. Spot on the one. As Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Clear the clone. Jogamo being tracked. Tagged up, taken down. Munchkin able to find him.
Wait, T1 or... Dialed.
Position, however, to try to get the spike planted, at least for now, but another kill could be found.
Chia.
Valen Baby Bay still at backside. Trent trying to flank his way through mid. Might be able to find a massive backstab onto Izu. Can he get there faster than Izu? That's going to be the big question, is Baby Bay finding some damage, but also finds death. Izu now strikes, and now they know exactly where Trent is at. He just couldn't get the catch.
These guys are dead. Wait, this guy is 17-3 on Cypher.
Any value from these timeouts.
Ooh, this has got to be concerning, because this is a pretty good read from G2. They've got 4 players on the C site, and T1 is still able to dissect
Being fat makes you better at games. Your heart rate is constantly high, so it's easier to play at 200 BPM.
Izu continues to just be an absolute monster.
Write that down.
Up to 17 now, 17-3. Oh.
It's one hell of a performance, and just given how this is going, no signs of it stopping or slowing down. Buzz peeks in, outlaw in hand, Baby Bay. The first to fall. It's half armors across the board. This Leaf does get tucked away.
How many hits did Izu take fucking after the first map?
Have the information. Buzz just quietly dropping down, peeks back in, takes another bite. Raid boss down, Jogamo will be able to find Izu on the opposite side of the map, but T1 they'll just pick their poison as far as they want to go, where they want to go. Jogamo tagged up already, pops that, run it back, immediately gets zoned away.
Beautiful.
Just sends out a molly.
Chia.
It's not going to allow for him to get value off this one.
Izu gassed up. Shoddy said I need my 40. Pull up to the party. Yeah.
Good goal. Try to use that kill contract. So here in Jogamo run around. Curious if he might want to go for it. He's just going to hang on to it, try to take some space, open up
call for the pivot.
Exactly. Yeah, this is really nice work.
And leave Buzz, try to make some noise there around sewer. Actually, he will.
You mean
fall.
what? That's like a classic, that song, no?
Trying to scale his way forward towards A.
That's just like classic freshman high school type of song.
And suddenly, this game of Ring Around the Rosie might just be going G2's way. Catch there and spawn. Meteor still able to find the one. And Stacks will be able to find the enemy Phoenix. Trent trying to eats far too much damage. Completely outfavored now in the fight. His Meteor will just back away, leave him to his own devices. Still with just one shock dart, Stacks would be able to take down Trent if he can perfectly place it. And already they know he's not holding it to half. The bounce in.
I got a nerd-ass lineup.
Again, continues to whittle away at this fade. 25 health, and still no idea where Meteor's at in this round. Is out of their hands, this map, this half. It is completely out of control for G2. So there's the gun barrel spot. There is the kill. Will be able to peel one back into his favor. But T1 continue to
is a clinic
towards split.
I mean, this is crazy good value for T1 in this round. Those 2 outlaw kills for Buzz, huge. Let's open up some of the map. Meteor eventually coming through there, getting the backstab, but also you got Jogs ult out of him that round.
Shit's a clinic, it is clinical, it is a dentistry.
Outside of that, you're still winning.
Operator online.
Here we go, finally for Baby Bay.
Considers the close angle, will back away. Because now it's going to be the dimensional drift from Buzz, trying to scout him out. Will have spotted him. Goes for the flick, unable to find it. Buzz now spotting him up over the top, has to drop down. Buzz will make his exit. There goes the ult. Kill contract, getting the grab. Meteor gets the clone. Bit of a bait and switch, but they get the real thing as Buzz is able to find Leaf at the same time. Blaze Wall going to be set up. The spike now already planted, and Buzz playing forward. Catches Val before Baby Bay can get the counter swing. Advantage to T1. It's Meteor flushed against the garage entrance. Watching for the scale forward, but the wider swing from Trent manages to offset the aim. Izu, however, still alive and well, playing forward on the site. Looks for the timing on the Baby Bay, but Trent again will find the catch. A 2v2 at the time, starting to get away from them. The tap, no real committal on the defuse. Trent again, the one that's trying to make this happen. But you can hear it bleeding away. He continues to get tagged up. Shot after shot, Munchkin takes him down in Team 1. They are looking to make this a 10-2 half.
Oh man, they are just so on it. Some good little ideas here and there from G2 in this round, using the clone to deal with Meteor's ult. But Buzz, up close and personal, that drift, so efficient, the way that he's able to spot out where Baby Bay is, where the TP goes to. That allows all that space to be taken by T1. Set up for those post-plant crossfires. Few battles don't go their way. Trent had a couple nice ones in there, but at the end of the day, it's just too much to deal with. Buzz now with an op of his own. 2 ops in fact.
Yeah, they have double op. Munchkin, he's got one in hand as well. They do like to go for this when they get to those last rounds.
This is bad. Telling you, bro, Leaf is not like a duelist type of guy. Like, put him on the like Sentinel type.
And they're ahead of this. Is Valen going to be ready?
Conventional drift will go in. Valen still able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down. E2 eventually able to find that trade.
Like, you got to be like
Decay down to 1.
brain dead to be playing these type of characters, like Yoru and shit.
All the same, Buzz gets himself situated forward. Now staring at this A connector with the op in hand.
I think Baby Bay just has to wait for the spike, wait for the reinforcements.
If he swings in, he's going to be taken down, and that brings it now into a 3v3. Stack some eyes on the flank. Looking like it's just going to be a 3-player push straight forward through this connector. It's the jump across.
And all 3 are there.
Munchkin forward into the smoke. The dive forward, and he hits the transfer for 2.
Whoa.
Jogamo taking even lower, now finished off. Stacks gets the closer. See if that can continue here. Baby Bay just with the 1 headhunter shot. And he's not going to be able to make it count. Get some damage on the Stacks, but Buzz just a little bit snappier with it. Finds a headshot and narrowly does manage to make his exit. Damage exchange on both sides and player advantage to T1. Another rescale forward. Leaf instantaneous with a headshot. Meteor going to be struck down, but Stacks able to find 2 more here for his troubles before Trent takes him down.
These guys are getting shot on.
Disconnected away from Trent. Tucks back at long. Munchkin able to go ahead and identify his position. All the while, Izu.
We get like can we get some staff members to go to the bathroom with like T1 this next game to make sure we're not vaping in there?
See if they're aware of it. I think they should consider it.
I'm going to try.
I think T1 was sandbagging.
Down off the rip. Izu. Oh, they read it well.
Yeah, I think they lost the first map on
able to force
purpose.
him away. That opens up for the sprint now into the B site. They just plant here, or cut across to C. Looks like it will be going for B. The face forward, Valen able to find the spray down. Munchkin going to be eliminated. Trent's at 3 HP. I believe hearing some footsteps from Izu on C.
Why is your room pitch black at 4:30 p.m.? There's a special thing nowadays. There's special technology called blackout curtains.
Whatsoever. He is going to be caught. Trent has the 1 tap. G2 might just have the pistol they so desperately need. The Astra still in play. The time starting to dwindle. Buzz wanting to check around, wanting to try to isolate this into a 1v1, but he cannot.
Oh, G2 actually
gets
won.
The reveal. Trent gets the wall bangs, and G2 get themselves another pistol win.
I liked this round for T1 until Munchkin tried to challenge.
Doesn't the screen hurt your eyes,
though? I don't like that. Wait for your pieces to get into place.
I've just been toughing it out for the past 6 years that I've been playing in the dark.
To go for the big hero play,
I just play like with excruciating eye pain for 8 hours a day
to play contain
on purpose.
A little bit, and instead you open up the map for Trent to just go on a walkabout.
Heard the players. Time to jump. We needed that. They absolutely did. Be telling yourselves if T1 can build up a win streak like that, get the scoreline they did, we can absolutely do the same thing. Buzz for now, just the classic, tucked away inside of the smoke.
You afraid of the sun? Terrified.
Playing this one very cautiously.
Yeah, no buy-ups to speak of at all. Classics abound.
Next, gonna go for the check-in here. Big Bay actually able to find the shot. Cleans one up, stacks arriving, but Baby Bay just a little bit faster on that turn, gets the kill. Woo! Taken low, but not taken down. G2
got turned on,
Todd
set
style. For a flawless anti-eco. Consideration. Will now go for the plant. Trent with the earlier kills. Finds himself over halfway towards that nightfall.
Just hoping to die to the spike. Could throw Baby Bay out there if you wanted, but he's already so far back. Starting to make his way forward now.
Riley.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Allow for Trent to do it. If he can get these kills, he'll be one off.
Makes a ton of sense.
Riley.
We'll just go ahead and scout him out with that haunt. Spot out the strafe across, and Izu will fall. Trent now sights towards heaven, but just doesn't have the time to close it out. But he can still back away, retain that Marshall, retain his regen armor. G2 taking a flawless step in the right direction.
Does G2 fake comeback this? I'm actually sensing a weird fake comeback.
A big bonus coming up. An almost must-win bonus for G2. A nice turn there from Baby Bay. Readjust. Get stacks in the hip. You're gonna need more of that for sure. Trent having a really nice map here, 15 and 10. A little shaky at the beginning, but has recovered quite nicely. T1.
Riley.
Post Meteor.
Auto part. Yeah.
Just throwing out the vulnerable early, but it's all just a bit of a ruse here from T1. A little bit of response from G2. They threw a flash. They're trying to clear. They do.
Dropping spike.
See if they want to keep trying to press their luck. That's where Izu set up a couple trips.
Old McDonald had a farm.
Take their time. Really consider this. There's going to be a TP set up over an A-Link for Buzz to get over quickly. If Izu does come under pressure. Cam's tucked around the corner here. So Izu's going to give
this
a
guy's
little
playing
bit of space.
Cypher, bro. This character's like so bad.
Try to make the calls as quickly as possible.
Bursting onto the scene.
Let me see these trips.
Cam out, spot on the one. Baby Bay going to be tagged. Gets the removal though. Thinks it's safe.
Alright, they broke him.
Doesn't give him the opportunity to find that blind punish. Thrown out over the top. Spot on to 3 players. So the spike does get planted. He's well from Jogamo, holds them back at connector for now. Curveball, looking for that timing. It's
no one was watching Heaven jump out that whole time.
On the swing, able to find Munchkin as well, but Buzz fights back. Meteor good for
Follow
one before getting
smoke.
traded out.
Like if someone dropped out, they would have killed 3.
Disadvantage to T1. G2 looking to convert this bonus. That is all in the hands of Stacks. And Baby Bay will shut him down. A massive start to the half. G2 halfway to tying it up.
This is just so uncomfortable. There's so much stall,
so
much
delay
that
G2
G2 has in their kit. When the flashes come out from Buzz over the top, Jogamo can respond with one of his own. You have the Astra util to gum up the works at the chokes. You know, Jog as well using that blaze wall to buy some time, to buy some safety. All those little things are going to make it really difficult here for T1. They're going to have to spread the map, in my opinion. They're going to have to try to come at you from a bunch of different angles with this composition. They're going to take a timeout to discuss maybe just that.
It's the first one called for T1. Take a look what the weaponry is going to look like in the Coinbase win condition, and yeah, you know, it's a smattering. It's heavy pistol focus going for some of these sheriffs. The Meteor considering a Marshall. Could be good for them at range, but you have to know it's going to be that outlaw on the opposite side.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the Marshall, Meteor is one of the best, but he has been pretty shaky on this ISO. Generally, he's kind of running people over. He's usually pretty sharp, but I've seen a little bit of shakiness from him in terms of also not using his util when I think he could on the pistol. I don't think he popped his double tap when G2 was making their move, and might have paid the price because of it. If he did, he just died so fast it didn't matter, but he hasn't really fully come online like we used to see him just dominate on this agent. So he's just gonna hold C with that Marshall. Easy with the Sheriff in garage. Munchkin with the Bucky, maybe trying to get some kind of TP play up towards the top of lobby here.
Got the heavy stack in towards that Marshall. Spotted on the one. TP forward from Munchkin, and okay, Meteor able to find an opening shot. Leaf gonna be taken down, looks for a little bit more. Double tap shield now gonna be popped and cannot find the flick. A nice headshot from Trent. Gets the shield break, gets the elimination, and it looks like Baby Bay has gotten the read. Heard the TP forward, top flash gonna be turned away from Jogamo.
Actually, a
comes away with
comeback.
2 kills on the C side of the map, and eventually Munchkin falls into Baby Bay's trap.
G2 are gonna get the 8-10, and then it's gonna be like.
The stacks now to try to see if he can find any further damage.
That's
Doesn't
sad,
seem
bro.
unlikely, and there you go. There you go. Has it confirmed. G2 starting to get uncomfortably close to T1.
Old McDonald had a farm at
Win
TIEIO.
round for T1 already. Can't let this landslide continue. It's sick from Trent. He is really starting to feel it now. And yeah, again, a great turn from Jogamo. He's going to have his ult coming into this next round. He got to run it back off that plant.
What you doing, baby?
Trent's going to have his ult, so we are going to have an operator in the hands of Buzz. Try to find another good opening pick. He's going to be posted up over at C. Early util out again to try to control this long A space. See if they could force G2 over, and they're already in. This is open territory.
Run it back, popped. Smoke gonna be lobbed in, and Munchkin, okay, lucky to be alive. Back will just have him exit. Buzz at the same time, able to find one with that operator. Jumps away over towards the spawn, and Izu still gonna be alone here on the side for the moment. Cam goes out, spot on the 3. Munchkin watching for a late lurk as Izu is just burning alive. Jogamo has him. Meteor dead as well. Buzz now on the floor, and Munchkin, nothing more to be done. The op and the round lost.
This is just great awareness from G2. And they know that there's gonna have to be open space somewhere.
It's a
on the
freaking
map,
fake
and they're
comeback.
able to find
EIEIO.
it through the garage. Again, we talked about the problems that G2's
It's a
comp can
comeback
have.
that is
Only having
fake.
a chamber wall.
EIEIO.
It depends on what you're doing with the Cypher util. There was none of it there in the
Jogamo.
garage.
He's getting closer. He wants another ult charge.
It's a comeback
And I
that
think
is
he should
fake.
have it. There's the shorty. There's the 3K. And there's G2 3 rounds away from tying this up. T1 again having their economy broken.
Beautiful reactions. I mean, Izu there.
Just way too late.
Yeah, yeah. He had to move right away.
Talking about cooling a player off. Put 15 and 3. Now
People whistle like
19
that.
and 11.
Never understood.
It has been a very different affair. He's kind of worried about for T1.
Oh, hello.
Munchkin
I mean, should basically be screwed from here.
should just be dead.
He's gonna quietly try to reposition, but the trap just not getting set up the way that he wants. Has to back away. Try to utilize that Bucky on the site itself.
Put it in the mouth and blow on
I
it.
think G2's just too diligent.
Write that
too
down.
aware right now. I think they're gonna allow that trap to be sprung. In fact, they're already drifting in the other direction towards Izu's. Just
That's
gotta
noted.
share
That's noted. All caps.
Buzz with just a classic, probably trying to get another operator into play. Needs that win condition to bear fruit. Yep, you can see, look how aware they are.
I mean, Meteor able to get the ult online, but don't think we're gonna be seeing it here in this round. Footsteps gonna be heard. That might
No
be
way.
Leaf on this peak, right into Munchkin's hands. Plays it patiently in case there's anybody else there as a second layer, but there is not. Vandal will get scooped up. Meanwhile, close play from Izu. Barrel stuff, looking for it, but cannot find it. Jogamo turns back around, reacting alongside Valen to find that kill. Buzz now spotted. Volley over to the side. Valen with covering fire, finds him with Meteor. A very nice shot. Collects the
Still
outlaw. but
losable.
too many targets he can try to really utilize it with. Sax has fallen. Munchkin down. Pushing his way forward as Meteor will get melted. Trent, the final 2 kills. T1 some damage dealt, but there is cash aplenty for G2.
Yeah, it's just so difficult. I think T1 needs to get pretty aggressive somewhere on the map with this comp. Because right now, this is the best thing you're getting out of this is, you know, Munchkin getting Leaf baited in by the footsteps of his teammates to get that kill, to open up a little bit of space. Yeah, Meteor finds one, grabs a gun, but it's not the one you want. And you're going to have a ton of ults here, everything but Izu's for T1 to try to stop.
What does red mean? Red means defense?
Very chaotic round.
You want to play? Let's
the run it back also available. Tour de Force going to be popped. Baby Bay staring in towards sewers. Meanwhile, Meteor, a very aggressive push down to the
I meant attack.
window.
That's what I meant.
Look already.
He's watching for the garage push, but obviously would still be very favored if Meteor
12
does end up hopping up into
12 attack rounds in a row won so far
aware of this
from both teams, like combined.
Flash out, quick little exit. Meanwhile, Dimensional Drift sprinting over towards Buzz. Quick exit will be respotted. No. Leaf hasn't seen him quite just yet. Prowler going out onto the corner, but the shot ends up going wide. And stays alive. Jogamo is going to have that ult expire in the meantime. Grab comes in. Meteor finding Leaf, but can he win out the fight? The walls falling, the shield broken. Leaf has him outdone. Valen finding Buzz. The duelist now gone.
The real comeback?
Dinked. As they have to retreat, they have to scramble and save. T1 are getting absolutely massacred on this defending half.
It's
real comeback.
They used all their ults except for Munchkin's, which is by far the least impactful of them. And they don't.
It's a real comeback.
They don't find a single kill.
Oh.
And Meteor had no idea where Leaf was. Okay, Izu gets one on the backside. Catches Trent.
Yo, should we call like a tech? Let's call a tech pause and go to the bathroom, bro. We gotta take a piss real quick, no?
Okay,
like all 5 of us.
But look at the round tracker. Nothing but red. This has absolutely been an affair of who can attack the best, and right now G2, they are looking to outdo T1 as they force the final timeout.
Fantastic adjustment. Oh my God, Valen in the middle of that. And yeah, Buzz can't believe it. It's just phenomenal reactions. I mean, again, just in general, a lot of the time today, G2 has looked sharper in the aim department, in the reaction department than T1. So a last hope, a last-ditch effort here as the coaching staff tries somehow, some way to find a defender round win.
And it's just wild to think that, you know, both timeouts invested so early on for G2 didn't turn into anything. No further round wins able to be had. 2-10 at the half. And they are looking to just trade that right back and outdo T1. 1 round away from doing so.
But yeah, it's still just beautiful awareness in the beginning of that round from G2 as well, where they're just ready for that push out. They're not giving up anything. You know, like I said, you have to think as T1 that you have to start taking space because holding defaults isn't going to work against this composition. And that's exactly what Meteor tries to do, and it's just red because they're just too patient. They don't give up anything for Meteor. They're going to be on a Guardian for Buzz. Still have enough to get rifles across the board at the very least here for T1, but the economy is in tatters if they lose this round.
Well, Munchkin lines up, Prowler scouts. No real aggressive scale forward, though, from G2, so we'll not be able to find the punish there.
They didn't get much util out of T1 on that. I think that was a bit of a bait to try to see if they could get the paranoia out or get the cross cut through, or the uppercut, and it didn't happen. So great patience being shown there by T1. They've still got everything they need. You know, Meteor can still
gun buddy
potentially throw in some util. Stack's now rolling in, seeing if he can help out Munchkin, but nothing being fully committed to by G2. Again, they're looking for responses.
Well, there's a big one. See that op shot. Bringing out right through the garage doors. Buzz, I mean, he's got himself tucked in alongside this one, but it's just a Guardian in hand. Meanwhile, G2 looking to try to get this attack going here into the B side. Munchkin going to be tagged by the Haunt. Leaf pushing forward. Timing's going to be found, though. Munchkin on the swing, able to find him, but now he gets taken down, as does Stax. Player advantage here in their hands. Buzz manages to have the flash connect. Cleans up a second. Valen gonna be taken down. Meteor in around the back is trying to hunt down Baby, just hasn't been able to spot him yet. But there's the ping reveal off the neural depth, and it is just Trent. Spike planted into his favor. Low on bullets, gets rerouted, has eyes on this position. He has been so damn instrumental for G2 on this map. Does he have the clutch? Ooh. He locks on Izu, dead. Meteor on the other side. Taps the defuse, the swing, the Red Bull clutch! Trent is unbelievable! He demolishes T1!
The Red Bull clutch, and they popped up the thing.
That feels like the backbreaker. That feels like the series. What a glow up for Trent here on the fade.
The Red Bull
so snappy
clutch.
with these shots and able to isolate these fights 1 versus 1. The T1 there. Not able to swing together, not able to overwhelm him. Great angles being taken by Trent. An attempt with the Outlaw, not gonna connect for Baby Bay. Meteor just takes no damage at all, so coming through that A-OK. Munchkin again with a Bucky. Munchkin again trying to trick G2.
Leaf pushing, but suspicious of this, and will be able to survive. 16 HP, the difference maker there. These little tricks and traps from Munchkin, just not finding their prey.
Oh no, Baby Bay.
Looking for the aggressive push forward. The vulnerable going to be connecting. Like you said, Baby Bay swinging in around the back, looking for the catch, fires out some shots, doesn't manage to confirm the kill, tries to go for that no-scope, doesn't manage to find it. Meteor and Buzz with a kill apiece. Meteor now finding a second. And suddenly, it's player advantage, now equalized.
2v2.
We get into a 2v2, and the spray eventually with a fadeaway bullet will connect. Izu left to do it all to try to preserve a lead, but he is just outdone on the wide swing. Jogamo spots him, kills him, and for the first time, G2 are in the lead here on this map. The first time since round 3, I should say.
Wait, how many attack rounds in a row it has been won in this game?
Munchkin that time.
It's been 9 so far for G2 and then
multi-kill round for Trent.
5 before that?
Absolutely
14?
on fire. He's doing such a great job.
You can see the stress level still there.
Yeah.
Despite how miraculous and impressive this has been.
I think more than that.
From G2.
I think more than 14.
It's not over till it's over. Josh RT certainly knows
round
that.
22 through, it's 19?
Looking like a quick hit into the B side.
Or 18,
against the buy
yeah, because it's round 22.
Meteor, however, pushing forward, is able to find the one, but quickly gets blinded up and traded out as Valen finds the kill. Trent again, continuing to find value. Clears out stacks. Cosmic Divide now to be invested, but Izu pushes forward past the wall, but he doesn't disconnect back through it. He overstays. TP up into the smoke. Munchkin continuing to try to do some crazy stuff to get them back into this one, but has to make his exit. The space now given over to the plant can come through. Forward onto the second
do anything nowadays.
Would like to see, but it is going to be a pivot. It seems like Baby May might have caught a glimpse of Munchkin.
I think he heard him.
He's just dialed in on this angle. Buzz checking out the front of sight. If he continues to swing, Leaf should have him dead to rights. He's just tucked away into the cubby.
Do they know he's backside?
Suspicious of it. At the same time, though, the double push in the backside. Munchkin finds the one. The catch is there. Trent again, having to do it all. Can he get himself another 4K? Can he be that guy? Can he be the hero? The swing coming in, and Buzz denies him. T1 able to find. That was
quick from Buzz, bro. I can't lie.
In this half, they will keep it neck and neck, 11-11.
It just felt like Trent was going to do it again, and I'm shocked he didn't. I thought he had it. Chasing that Prowler. Izu going for the hero play when I think you're right. He needed to just kind of take a pause, and that's got Munchkin fired up. That's
Low key on Trent, I just I plant the bomb for
long,
and then just go long and play the 1v1 and just keep jiggling the bomb. No, they don't have smokes.
11 to 11. Trent 2 kills away from dropping 30.
So we're gonna see.
But I mean, he was adrenaline was rushing, probably, so he just want to take an aim duel.
So this is him trying to change positions, change ideas. Vulnerable though, not doing him any favors because it hits the clone, and T1 responds, and therefore G2 going to be aware of that tricky position.
Buzz has got himself on a very deep angle.
That's true.
Too much time going to be remaining on this gate crash either.
Said literally don't have smokes.
In his face. Backpedals away. Out, has to clear the haunt, makes his exit, and now G2 feeling comfortable in their control over A lobby.
They're doing such a good job of using their util to clear this space, but it's been a little bit longer than they maybe would like. So Buzz is going to be back into position.
Hex spotting out plenty with that drone. G2 just looking to poke and prod.
Plays from T1 are quite peculiar.
I think they
sneaky. They said 45.
Off of the drone, so they want to try the other side of the map, but reinforcements already moving this way here. Smoke through already. Kind of have to commit. They're here or B at this point as G2.
Minor tap. No, never mind. He finds a headshot. Caught him in the shoulder to start. Now looks to backpedal, but
oh, wow.
Here in the corner, able to strike and jog him.
I thought the fakest of fake comeback.
The gate crash. And once again, G2 going to be.
What did I say, bro?
Where do they opt to go? There's a tripwire on B.
The fakest of fake comebacks. It literally, it literally is the fakest comeback it could possibly be.
Gets the reveal on the 1. The plant having to be committed to. But there's a drag away, and that's the round done. Meteor's done it again. Wins out the fight, runs down the clock.
If they win this, if T1 wins this, I've genuinely never witnessed myself watching live a real comeback. It's always this. And I've watched 8 of these at this point.
Starting to make some good reads on the map. It's, having that operator there to clear a little bit of space, and this time they're hard committing towards the C site. You tuck Izu into an unexpected corner, that gets some value. You get a spray through the smokes that gets a connection. Little lucky for sure, but you need that right now as T1. And Meteor there, we've seen it before, where he can stop you from planting with the ult and win the round that way.
When you're not playing against an ISO, sometimes it's those little micro plays you often forget about.
Oh my God.
And yeah, Leaf has spotted a hell of a lot. He's going to see a hell of a lot more. Goes in with a dimensional drift, calls, yeah guys, there's going to be 3 in window. Start pushing into A. Op has now been located.
Oh, this is going to be close.
T1 has to get ahead of this.
Dimensional drift available now.
Is T1 going to speed retake? Yeah, they are.
Gets a grab on the 1. Molly there trying to dissuade the push forward as Buzz makes his exit, but Baby Bay has got him from behind. The Stinger in range, still able to close out the kill. There's no rid of that one whatsoever. Joggermo now storming forward. Stacks dead. He's out for blood, and he will be rewarded with it. As Izu now needs an ace clutch to bring this map to its end, and we are going to OT. Finds a third. The neural depth's going to be invested. Baby Bay, the shot ends up going wide. Would love to try to hold this one up to half, but he cannot. Joggermo taken down. The time, however, still getting away from him, and Baby Bay has the finisher. Here we go again. Familiar territory for these two teams.
This is either going to be the fakest comeback of all time, or the first comeback I witnessed live.
Is who's going to be able to pump the brakes or put the brakes onto their opponent. Oh, Izu gives it a hell of a go. Able to get back into this map. I mean, him and Trent have been stellar here on Haven. Trent's one away from a 30 bomb, almost surely going to get it. Izu's getting close.
I don't know what he, I don't know.
Investment here.
Last round of the game and they walked 4 down mid. Guys are going for some wild card play.
Nothing too unusual there. There's a lot of players hoping for an aggressive push out for mid.
Alright, bet jail.
The flash going to be flying, but Joggermo taken down first and foremost. Meteor a little bit late with a shield. Does have that double tap now pop, but does the tag to 21, but still The opening volley goes the way of T1.
It's great awareness there from T1. Remembered that play from the last time G2 played this map. Giacomo got huge value out of that.
That knife is so ugly. That Sax has.
Time around, it's actually going to be T1 who finds that.
Like so small.
What an aggressive angle here.
It's just like not.
His glass cannon. The double tap shield is not there.
Pissing me off.
Do you suss this? Do you drone for this? Or do
Does he have
you
TP?
blind face into Baby Bay? They do. He looks for a second. He cannot find it. Meteor gets the punish. Fallon, the first to arrive on the scene, clears out the recon, but has been pinged. Push the corner one by one, but Buzz on the follow-up is able to find it now. Player advantage expounded upon as Buzz finds Trent, and they find the round win. T1 once again up to map point as they look to push this all the way to split.
Oh boy. And even though Buzz, he goes huge here. Oh, Munchkin's just spraying. He gets full flash and he gets that kill. Unreal, unreal. But Buzz just again taking those tight angles, taking those off angles.
Nice.
But he did not. He looked stressed after it. But okay. Immediate timeout ripped, and it's going to be G2's.
The first one that they've had since what, round 6?
It's been a while.
So we'll call this. Know that they've been doing well against the defenses of T1. Want a sound strategy to guarantee the win, to get that reset, to finish this series right here, right now.
And I think here as G2, you know, it's just be cautious, be safe in the beginning of the rounds. I think that's worked out pretty well for you. For T1, it's you have to find that early information so you can make those rotates, because once the plant goes down, this comp is screwed. You're just screwed. You have no.
What's the
real
Coinbase
retake outside of just bananas shooting, which is not reliable against the way G2 players, in particularly Trent, is going. It's all about that ability to be in the right place at the right time, to shut down the hits before they really can get going, to get those early advantages as T1. That's why I want to see G2 play safe. I want to see them make sure they don't give that stuff up, where they're able to work the map, they're able to find those gaps, because there will be gaps here. Just a matter of where they will be. Trips, one in garage, one on the B plant. Again, the ops, both sides this time. Buzz and Baby Bay.
Could be a big change up in Buzz, about to peek in to Leaf here on the side. And Leaf has the headshot right through the corner of the wall. Early advantage in their hands. Meteor now going to be overwhelmed in mid. Giacomo to take him down. And it seems like we're slated to go to another round of OT. Zizou able to scale all the way down C long, but trademark on the opposite side of that wall will hold him at bay.
And now you've got so many options here as G2. You can scale a little bit. Giacomo's going to go find that there's some open space, but they're committing hard towards A. I mean, it's going to be a miracle for T1.
Stacks there around the corner. Stacked in with Munchkin, but the off is taking point. The shot ends up going wide, but Trent has him aligned. Izu again, needing to do an ace clutch. He will make noise, Giacomo will hear it, and he will strike him down. Surprise, surprise! It's a flawless, and it's a reset.
I want to see this from Trent's POV. He's up to 31. This is filthy. Yeah, Buzz saw the shoulder, and he went for the swing, and I think Leaf might have seen him too, and was ready with the fire. Ooh, they line up for him there nicely. Beautiful from G2, doing everything they need to do. Patience, find that early pick, and that basically makes the comp crumble. T1, now it's their turn for a timeout. We'll talk about the next couple of rounds for sure. I would have to assume that a lot of this is about the defender's side round, but the fact that you're calling it now, kind of interesting from the coach.
Maybe the player's just feeling a bit rattled.
Could be KDG might just trying to rally him mentally. I mean, I could see that Buzz was stressed the hell out after he got that 3K. I mean, you know, this T1 team, this was a team that was standing up, that was yelling at you at Masters Bangkok when they got their win Haven't really seen that much here today. It's been pretty even keel. I mean, yes, they're yelling, yes, they're getting hyped, but haven't really seen them kind of go for those pop-offs.
Snacks now and Odin in play. That's something I recall them doing at all.
A little.
On the attacker side.
Oh, on attacker side, no.
So maybe able to catch him off guard. Valen playing into garage here for the moment. This would be a rough way to start the round if he just gets dropped immediately. They're playing close enough back though. Ken dripped away from it.
What's your Coinbase win con?
By the wild spray at the same time. Leaf pushing forward. Baby Baby spotted in sewers. So here's the trip set up in case there's a more aggressive push coming through.
Low-key, since they can't bring vapes on stage, they have like people in the crowd
T1 still playing very
vape hella hard and get close to them and try to blow as much like vape smoke in the air as possible near them so they get secondhand smoke.
Doesn't have the capabilities of healing himself back up as Prowler. There's still presence here in garage.
Now they're going to take a pause, take a reset themselves. Looking for a reaction out of G2.
They get secondhand nicotine hit.
Some kind of change up, some kind of differentiation.
But they are running this clock down.
Yeah.
45 seconds remaining.
Probably has to end up B, or you're going to have to make another explosive C hit into the strong side.
Trent very close by to try to come to their rescue.
Gmo's in a very good position right here.
Trying to force them to push their way out of
this guy might kill everyone.
Be cleared. Buzz swinging forward, able to find one Meteor. Finds Jogamo as well. Stack's now going to be thinking about Meteor, starting to take over.
Can anyone win on defense? Oh wait, Munchkin threw.
Munchkin, a 2v2
wait, Munchkin
now.
actually threw.
Leaf and Baby Bay to try to get G2 up to match points. And
oh.
Leaf has found Meteor. It's down to Izu. Eats some early damage, swings in, he's trying to isolate, but Baby Bay gets the better of him.
Munchkin actually
and
threw.
Timeout be damned, G2. They get up to 14.
This is huge, huge on the outside of the site. The wins that G2 is getting individually.
Well, I think Munchkin actually threw.
A bit of a rough map overall. You know, this explosion here for T1, very nice. They're able to clear what they need to. They get the trades they need to. But that win on the Munchkin, absolutely brutal. Then he doubles down and takes down Meteor.
I think Munchkin
Double
threw.
Tap be damned. The individual skill has given G2 a phenomenal chance to send themselves to playoffs.
Again, that glass cannon on the attack for Baby Bay.
Yo, I think Munchkin
not going to be going for it. T1 need what has eluded them so very much, which is that defender-sided round win. Triple stack at B again.
Yeah, I think Munchkin
any pressure that might start coming their way through mid. Pop flash into a face, but G2 similarly playing this patiently.
They were going for the same thing that G2 tried to do to them earlier.
I think Munchkin
G2 also wise to that game.
Threw.
Just being cautious, waiting for whatever proactive move that T1 tries to make. Meteor needs to go big, does get the vulnerable, but it forces Jog back. Hasn't really taken any damage. Baby Bay got scraped up.
Izu
through.
Scaling, getting himself tucked into the corner. Leaf caught by the drone. Doesn't give any info over to T1 though. Still have to be scratching their heads about what G2 is trying to do in this round. Spike about to join in.
This is
still yet another Prowler. This could be Izu's undoing. There's the reveal. Holds his own for the first. Haunt thrown in from behind. He's looking for a second. A fadeaway shot on the Trent.
I was Trent whiffing that through the
still
wall.
On the floor, but Baby Bay able to win out that fight. And Meteor going to be taken down by Leaf. Pop flash out of the garage. Window buzz.
Wait, how did Meteor die?
Once again, puts the spike on the floor.
Where did Meteor die from?
Valen to recollect it. Leaf to bodyguard from behind. The swing in though, and Buzz wins out the fight. Valen in a 1v3. The push comes in. He gets tagged up. He gets taken down. We keep going.
T1 would have won this if Munchkin didn't throw.
Oh.
I think Munchkin threw.
It's Buzz, the hero, again here for T1. At midnight, he has come alive.
Oh, Trent whiffed hard through the wall, by
We
the way.
are burning the midnight oil right now, and we may be going to split. We'll have to see, but it's crazy to me that both these teams get defender side wins.
He whiffed like 10 bullets through the wall.
It's just great patience, great timing, but Izu able to hold the line at doors of Garage was masterful and massive.
Track them down.
And obviously, there is no more intervention here. There is no more help from the coaching
I think
staff.
Munchkin through.
Everything has been burned. It is just down to the players. This Baby Bay again going to be spotted. Cam forward, spotting out that operator lead, lingering up.
What?
Izu not registering that.
You don't think it's a
whatsoever.
possibility someone could be ran up long in the beginning?
Scot-free.
That means you're losing the double tap.
I think Munchkin
They're
through.
going to be able to clear through there, and they just can't. So now you're going to lose.
Just
some
blame
of
Munchkin on that.
Impact util. It's going to let you take those scrappy fights, but a quick rotate over, a quick spot, no damage done.
Valen should have been seeing plenty there.
Can't use that yet.
Tucks back, Molly going to be lobbed forward. Chogamo from Garage finds two. Both duelists taken down. Now just Munchkin and Stacks. To try to see if they can clutch this out. A 2v4 from here.
2v4.
One flash and a haunt.
Honestly, if this guy goes long with double shock drone, it's like a problem.
No real way to try to utilize those. They have to play
But
forward.
Munchkin has to get like a killer
Going
too.
on a peek, ends up getting his tag down all hell. Concussed in behind the box, repositions back over towards Long and Stacks. Dead as he takes points. Leave. We'll find the final shot, and once again, G2 win out the round here from the defender's side. Once again, get themselves match point.
And this time it's Jogamo's turn to be the hero. He's the one who gets the 2 kills that completely nullify this hit from T1. Also losing Izu early there. I never looked that way, just never saw him out of the corner.
Oh my God, Jogamo.
Let's go. Brilliant. But an angle unaccounted for.
think Munchkin
That's been
through.
plaguing T1 at times in this series. Once again. puts them
EP
in
thanks to the 15.
a dire position.
And just how far can we go with this? At what point does something have to give? At what point can one of these teams get those back-to-back round wins?
Baby Bay's 1 HP already.
These players have been in some pretty grueling overtimes at global events before.
And grueling overtimes versus each other.
Uh-huh.
Blaze wall set up, Haunt over the top, looking for a spot, nothing gonna be seen, but this is a stacked site for T1. Jogamo curveball out, breaks the shield, and manages to break Meteor. Finds a headshot, gets himself a second, looks for a third, but Munchkin strikes him down. He needs so much
GG.
more, but
Munchkin
he cannot
through.
find it.
Real comeback.
This looks like it should be the moment
16-14.
for G2 to punch their ticket into the playoffs, and Baby Bay will get them there. 16-14. What a map and what perseverance from this America squad. They take down T1.
16-14,
They're
a
all
real
demon
comeback.
once again and eliminate.